Welcome to When Nerds Learn to Fly. Okay, I just wanted to give you a quick update. Have you ever felt like the world was trying to tell you something and you just weren't sure what it was, or you just weren't willing to listen? Planning this trip to Tibet has been a roller coaster ride. First, there were booking the trains. That ended up being more difficult because we couldn't get anything directly from Xi'an to Lhasa. So we ended up doing transfers and then telling the company to go ahead and return our funds for the return journey that we would fly, and them going ahead and booking it after we had booked hotels. We have Hurricane Irma that cancels our first flight, so we change all the hotels and get everything set up again for an earlier flight. They cancel that flight, so we book something that's later out and rebook all of the hotels and the parking and everything with that. That one gets canceled. We get into contact with Explore Tibet, who rearranges the dates for our trip so that we can go in the beginning of October. We get the flights changed for that. Tibet stops issuing permits between the 18th and the 28th that causes us to move that whole trip to the beginning of that week so that we could have our entire tour. We decide to fly into Lhasa instead of taking the train. We get all of that arranged. We have trouble with the hotel in China, whether it really exists or not, because the address isn't legitimate. The GPS pin is not in the correct place. The hotel in Xi'an finally contacted us back, said that they would meet us at the airport to look for a certain car with a certain license plate number. Now all we've got to do is figure out where we look for that, because they said outside the gate. So do we have to leave the airport? That part I haven't figured out yet either, and we're kind of covering two languages as we try to do that. We get that taken care of, and then last night I get an email from Explore Tibet. Sherry is saying, we sent the permit boy to the area that we get the permits from. They told him that we couldn't stay until the 17th, that they wouldn't issue the permit until the 17th because of the convention that's happening. They were afraid that we wouldn't leave on the 17th, so they're not going to issue it to the 17th. Her manager was flying out to Lhasa. She would let us know as soon as he heard. He was going to make another attempt, but we might have to actually leave on the 16th, and if we had to leave on the 16th, their guide would go with us to the train station to change the trains. And I'm reading that email, all disappointed, and then I get the next email saying that her manager was there, and as long as we could show proof of tickets that we were leaving on the 17th, they would probably issue the permit. So right now, again, are we leaving on the 16th? Did we lose our train tickets again? What's the chances of us getting soft sleepers if they move us a day earlier? Oh my goodness. I mean, we've had trips that there's been complications. Peru, we had mudslides, then the company's bankruptcy, then my dad's accident. We've had volcanoes go off that kept us from going to India because they were canceling flights. We've had tsunamis in Thailand. Nairobi, there were bombings. But this has probably been the craziest trip planning that I have ever done. And there's a little part of me that's just kind of scared that it's not going to happen. There's another little voice saying, maybe they're trying to tell you not to go to Tibet. And then there's this other part of me that's excited about everything that I'm learning about trip planning. The things that I've learned to understand about the Chinese culture and trying to book things in advance. The things that I have learned about booking train travel. I've had a lot of opportunity to learn things about China. Right now where we are is hopefully we get our permit. Hopefully we're able to locate the hotel air pickup. This is insane. Well, stay with us, guys. Eventually we're going to get to Tibet. Hopefully when we do, we'll be taking you guys along with us. Thanks for stopping by. If you have an opportunity, subscribe to my videos. They're about travel, wildlife, do-it-yourself projects, cooking. Yeah, I'm all over the place, except for Tibet. I'll talk to you soon.
Always an adventure.
Yeah, that's us.